Welcome back to Prime Time, y'all, and I'm back at it again with another story time. Before we get into the story time, go ahead and get your meal, your drink, your blunt, or your snack until your man or sneaky link that you will. Call them back because Prime just dropped a new story time. So y'all might hear that I'm a little off because, baby, I'm a little sick. Nothing too serious, but we still finna get the story time out, okay? And, I'm finna have to start, minding my language because, I be cussing. YouTube told me that if I want to get to this money, I need to stop cussing as much as I be cussing. So I know some of y'all like how I be cussing, but I gotta calm it down. Because we gotta get this bread, okay? So, anyways, let's hop right into the story time, shall we? So I log on to Grindr. It's 2018. 2018. Grindr was really popping to me back then when in 2018 because I was still fresh to the app. And everything was so new to me, and I was just like, oh my god, look at the plethora of men at my fingertips. So, texting a bunch of men, and I end up stumbling across this page, nice body. He had tapped me, so I messaged him. I'm like, hey, what's up? And he messaged me back. He like, hey, what's up? I'm looking for a freak who I can vibe with, who really is on freak time, but also on chill time too. Like, we have chemistry and everything. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I'm with that. That sounds real dope. Mind you, he was 19, nice body. Then he sent me a face pic, and y'all, he was fine. Beautiful Latino man, okay? So, he had like the little stash like mine. And then he had a longer little understash. And then, he had like waves. I'm like, oh snap, okay, like he looked good. Nice body. The man was like 6'2", so he was tall. So I was like, oh shit, mind you, at the time, baby, I was real short. I was like 5'5". So 6'2" was really like damn to me. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, fast forward, me and him messaging back and forth. He like, look, I need a freak who's down for anything. And at the time, baby, I thought I was a freak. I thought I was just, real freaky like that. So, I'm replying back like, yeah, I'm freaky. Like, I'm one of the freakiest people you gonna ever meet, okay? He like, okay, I like that. So he like, okay, can you hoes? Do you travel? I'm like, nah, because, I'm only 16, but I didn't really let him know this at the time because on my profile, baby, I said I was 18. And I told him that I couldn't host and I couldn't travel because I didn't have no car at the time. So he like, oh, that ain't a problem for me. I could come scoop you. I got my own studio apartment. I'm like, okay, cool. That's awesome. He like, I come scoop you in an hour. I'm like, bet. So, I get ready, get dressed and everything, look cute. And, an hour go by, he's here. He comes scoops me. And, baby, he's in a truck. He in a 3-seater truck, It's an ugly color, though. It's an ugly color. It's like a dookie green. It's a dookie green. But it's still a nice truck. I'm like, oh, if you got a truck, baby, you got some... You spent a chunk of change on this truck, okay? Because trucks don't come cheap, okay? They don't come cheap. And then he has some tools in the back. So I'm like, okay, we got a hard-working man. So I open the door, I get in, he got the do-rag jacket on because, it's a little chilly. And pants and some Jordans. So, baby, he had swag. So I'm like, oh, snap, okay, he know how to dress. Like, he know how to put a fit together. So, back in the day, people was always like, it was this trend going around, like, wave check. So, I'm like, yeah, wave check. And, he started laughing. He take, his do-rag off. And, baby, when I tell you the waves was popping, baby, the waves was swimming. Waves on swim, so they hate on him, y'all. And did I tell y'all, he smelled so good. He smelled so good. I don't know what cologne he had, but it just smelled. Y'all. I never smelled the smell like I still haven't to this day. I still haven't smelled the smell like that man cologne. That man cologne was fire. I wish I would have asked him what he had on, but he smelled so good. Anyways, like the ride was like 10 minutes, but like it felt like it went by so fast because y'all, we was just laughing and vibing in the car. Like he was so funny. But he wasn't like the corny funny. Like he was like genuinely, authentically like super funny. So I was pretty much laughing like pretty much the whole car ride. And I don't know about y'all, but a funny man can get me anytime. If you're funny, you're gonna get me. I don't care what is given. If you're funny, That's number one. It's number one. Funny will always wins. So this man was just so funny, and I'm just thinking to myself, oh my God, I can't wait till we get to this apartment so I can put it down on him, because this man is just giving, not only is this man so attractive, but he funny on top of that. So I'm really like, oh my God, I just can't wait to just. So we get to his studio apartment, and when we get in there, you know, it's a bed, you know, a TV in front of the bed or whatever, and you know, kitchen, bathroom. You know, it was small, but it was cute. It was cute though. You know, he has some pictures of, you know, his mama and siblings and everything. I'm like, okay, cool. But then I look on the TV and see that he playing Mortal Kombat X. Anybody that knows me know that, baby, I'm like one of the pros at fighting games, baby. I don't play that. Like, when it comes to a fighting game, I be beating the brakes off people. So I'm like, you play Mortal Kombat X? He like, yeah, you play Mortal Kombat X? I'm like, of course, like, can't nobody beat me. He like, oh, word? He was like, well, you about to meet your match today. So, you know, he was talking big stuff. You know, I'm talking big stuff. So, we play, like, I'm going to say 2 to 3 matches. And then he was like, whoever loses got to take off an article of clothing each game or whatever. So, I'm like, bad, you know, you on. So, you know, we started going back and forth. I ain't going to lie, he was good too, y'all. He knew how to play. So, me and him was pretty much going back and forth, taking off articles of clothing. But, you know, I was getting a few more matches ahead of him. Because, you know, Katana don't play. Like, Katana Melina, that's my combo. And I was really tearing him up with my combo. So, baby, it gets to him with his drawers on left. He got some boxes on. And that's how you know it's finna give what it's supposed to give. That's how you know you finna get some good wee-wee. Because you two don't want me to cuss, y'all. I gotta say different words. That's how you know you finna get some good wee-wee when it's in some boxers, baby. He had like on some red boxers, and he put the boxers down, and baby, when I said that man was a shower, it was so pretty. Look, pretty uncut meat. I'm like, but it wasn't like the uncut that, you know, it got like all the extra skin, like you can't even see the like the extra skin just, you know, coming out like it. No, baby, it was like perfect. Like the skin was like pulled a little back so you could see the tip. Like the tip was so pretty. I was like, oh, just a pretty body. You know, he had a bush, y'all, and you know he was a little on the hairy side, which I love. Y'all know I love me a hairy man. I'm talking, baby. The legs was hairy, the bush was bushing. You know, even his toes was hairy, y'all. And I don't know. He had some pretty feet. Like, to me, I love me a hairy man. I love me a hairy man. So, fast forward, you know, he pulled him up. He pulled them briefs down, okay, y'all? And y'all, it was so pretty. So, I ain't gonna lie, you know. Me and him started kissing after that, because he walked up to me. And me and him started making out, we kissing. And y'all, he was a good kisser. Like, he had some nice lips. He was a good kisser. You know, he take me down on the bed like Chris Brown. So he on top of me, he kissed me, we can, you know, he pulling, you know, the rest of my clothing out. Because honestly, all I had on was, you know, my drawers and my socks. Because, you know, he was being a break off me too in that Mortal Kombat game. So he could have almost won, but, you know, I was just better, no shade. So he take off my drawers. He tried to take off my socks, but I was like, nah, let me keep my socks on because, you know, my feet get cold. But that's what I told him. But really, I like to keep my socks on. I don't know why. I got really pretty feet, but I just like keeping my socks on. I don't know why. When I have, you know, intercourse or if I'm doing a do, I just love having socks on. I know it's weird, but I just like having socks on. Not because my feet is ugly. I just feel like I have a better experience when my socks is on. So we kissed for a little bit longer. He pulls back, looks at me, and y'all, you know, pretty brown eyes. He's so pretty. And then he was like, you ever did frotting before? And, you know, at the time, I didn't know what frotting was. So I was like, frotting? You know, what's that? He like, oh, well, you guys, like, rub you guys' like, wee-wees together, you know, and make out. I'm like, oh, okay, you know, that sounds interesting. So, you know, we started frotting. And, you know, kissing, we frotting. And, y'all, it's getting what it's supposed to give. So, y'all, we making out and we frotting. And, y'all, it's good. Like, I'm moaning because it feels so good. Like, don't sleep on that, y'all. Like, rubbing y'all, you know, man meets together. Y'all, it sounds weird, but it's actually good. Like, it's It's good. I know it sounds weird, but it's good. Like, if you haven't tried it, you should try it. You know what I'm saying? If you tried it, you know, let people know in the comments, you know, how it was. Because, baby, like, it's good. It's real good. So, you know, we doing that, you know. He don't tell me, you know, he's really wanting in emotion. But, you know, I'm you know, motioning too while he don't tell me. So, we just making out. And then, y'all, like, he get up again, you know, as I'm on it. And, y'all, like, I look at him. Like, by the time I open my eyes, like, I literally see, like, spit. Like, a long string of spit coming towards me. And I kind of like froze because I was like, what is that? Like, I know it did, y'all. It just lands in my mouth. It lands in my mouth. And I literally gagged. I literally was like, like, I almost threw up. Like, I spit it out and, like, I pushed him off me. And I'm like, what the F is wrong with you? Why would you do that? He was like, you told me you was a freak. Like, what's up? I'm like, they ain't no freak. Like, that's straight up nasty. Who does that? Because at the time, I ain't never seen or heard or not even in porn. Like, and that he just did that to me. So I was just in shock. Like, it was on, because, you know, I took that as, like, disrespect. Like, you really spit in my mouth? Like, are you tripping? Like, are you bugging? Like, it's not like I wanted to fight him because, like, baby, like, he was way bigger than me. He could have really mollywalked me. So it wasn't like I wanted to fight him. But I was really mad. Like, what's your problem? Like, I was really, like, attacking him with my words. Like, I'm like, you nasty MF. Like, why would you do that? Like, who does that? He like, you told me you was a free, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, take me home. Take me home. I'm not dealing with you no more. That is some trifling stuff. Like, y'all, I was going in. Because I was so mad and I just felt disrespected. And he's like, oh, well, if that's how you feel, you can walk. I'm like, walk? Walk? Mind you, did I tell y'all this was a 10-minute ride? But, you know, I was so mad. I was like, you know what? F it, I will. So, y'all, I put on my clothes, y'all, and I left. I left, baby. I slammed the F out his door. I slammed his door so hard, y'all, that I heard a picture fall. Because I was so mad. I slammed his door. Mind you, when I told y'all it was a little chilly, so when I got outside, y'all, it was so cold. But I was so mad that it didn't affect me for, like, the first 5 minutes. But after those 5 minutes passed, baby, I'm like, oh my God, it's cold. Y'all, I walked, like, 45 plus minutes. And I finally got home. It literally took me almost an hour to get home just walking. Like, that man really made me walk. And a part of me kind of feel like, dang, that was a little petty for him to make me walk back home. But another part of me was like, I probably should have never went off like I did. I could just be like, yeah. But at the same time, I felt disrespected. Like, you know, somebody just spit in your mouth without permission. Like, yeah. I didn't know that was like a freak requirement. I didn't know, you know, he really took my freak card. He told me, like, I'm not a real freak because why am I tripping? And I'm like, what? I didn't know if, you know, if that's what it takes to be a real freak, I'm not a real freak. Because I just thought that was just so nasty. I was just like, oh my God. He ain't never just did me like that. So, y'all, I walked home. And then, he ended up texting me asking if I made it back safe, y'all. I didn't respond. I ended up blocking him. Because I was so mad that that man made me walk. And then you go text me and ask me if I made it back safe? Clearly, it didn't matter if I made it back safe to you, because what? Mind you, I didn't have no money for no Uber, Lyft, nothing. I literally had to just walk home. And then I didn't even want to call, like, my parents to come pick me up because, like, I didn't want to experience the shame and tell them that story. Like, what I just told y'all, I was like, I was so... What the fuck was that?
What the fuck?
I'm sorry, y'all. I had to check in on my badass cats. My cat's bad. Anyways, yeah, y'all. That's what happened. And, his daddy man, y'all. Nate getting on him. So, anyways, If you made it through this whole story time, baby, I love you. And make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell on the side so you will be notified the next time I upload. And I'll catch you next time on another Prime Time.